90 days from now, people should look at you and think, what happened to him? Something's changed about him. He's not the same. Something's different. He doesn't look the same. He's acting differently now. Right? But the sad reality of most guys is that they stay the same year in, year out. For the past 10, 20, 30 years, a lot of you guys have been repeating the same cycles over and over again. You've been living the same identity on autopilot. Same habits, same mindsets, same routines, same everything. There's no change. And the problem is a lot of you guys are stuck on self-improvement. Right? The thing about self-improvement is that you're optimizing an identity that hasn't worked for the past 10, 5, 20 years, however old you are, right? If the identity that you have right now isn't serving you, you have to replace it, right? It's not about self-improvement, tweaking the identity that you already have. You need to replace the new identity. Don't tweak it, replace it. Replace the identity with something else, right? Ripped out of 48 Laws of Power. Recreate yourself into a character that commands attention, never bores the audience, right? So you need to literally change your entire identity if you want to change your life in 2026. I've recreated myself many times in my lifetime. For example, when I was in high school, I used to be skinny, awkward, shy, insecure. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still pretty athletic, but I had an athletic build, but I was very scrawny. My physique didn't have presence to me. You could see I was awkward and shy and insecure, right? But then after I left high school, I got into the gym. That was the first layer to recreating myself. I built a physique that commands attention, never bored the audience. It was a night and day difference, right? I put on 50 pounds of muscle or more. And it was a 9-day difference. I literally changed my appearance, and through changing my appearance, it gave me a lot more confidence, became a lot more audacious. I was even, stepping out of my comfort zone more because I changed my appearance, right? The second time I recreated myself was, during the COVID lockdown. During the COVID lockdowns, I felt like I was slipping back into my old identity from when I was in high school because I was not in the gym anymore. I was losing my gains, you know what I mean? Because we were all locked up in our houses, gyms were closed, all that stuff. The home workouts weren't hitting like I wanted them to. And I just felt like I was falling back into bad habits and I was losing that identity. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's when I started getting into more like calisthenics. I started going out to the parks, started doing more pull-ups, push-ups, body weight movements, right? During that COVID lockdowns. I even started content creating during that time. A lot of you guys know, for the OG guys that know, I used to do like podcasts. If you look back on my older videos, I used to do like podcast, public interviews, a lot of different other types of content before. And that was the way I recreated myself in that area too, because I was more doing calisthenics. I was started content creating, experimenting with different types of content. You know what I'm saying? Like that was another phase in my life where I had to recreate myself again, right? And then another area, fast forward, I recreated myself again. You guys see, fast forward a little bit more recently, I pivoted with my content. You guys see that I'm doing more fitness content, self-improvement content. I'm not doing the podcasting that much anymore. You guys have seen that I've made a shift. COVID's gone, right? Like, you see that I'm still doing the calisthenics and I'm still, weightlifting, and you see that I'm more of a little bit more of like a hybrid athlete through my workouts, and I'm still content creating, but now it's a different kind of content, right? And, I'm a little bit more, and I've also optimized my schedule more, you know what I'm saying? I'm more focused on time management, you know what I mean? Like that's another way I've recreated myself again. I've changed, right? And then another layer again, even more recent, I've recreated myself again, right? After I tore my Achilles, for those of you guys that don't know, like I tore my Achilles back in July, it was about almost 4 months ago now. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think it was 5 months ago, July. But yeah, like I tore my Achilles and I started slipping back into bad habits. I turned into a little bit of a big back, you know what I'm saying? Getting it, you know what I'm saying? And I felt myself feeling sorry for myself. I was in my room most of the time. I was in a cast, wasn't able to do anything. But then, I had to realize I had to recreate myself again. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting back into the gym once I got cleared by a doctor. I changed my diet. I started eating like the man that I want to be, eating like the person that I want to be. How I need to be in a calorie deficit, right? I started refining my systems again. Like started refining my time management. How do I balance content creation with university? How do I, balance it with and all this type of stuff? I've recreated myself again, and it continues now because, I'm still bouncing back from that injury, right? I'm doing my physio and all that stuff. I'm eating in a calorie deficit because I'm trying to get more lean for the summertime. I'm going to document my progress. You guys are going to see. I was going to do an update video in this January, but I wanted to kind of like show you guys the full transformation. So you're going to see more of like an update, like more like March, April-ish, right? I might share in the community tabs, like where I'm at with my fitness journey. I'm going to talk a little bit more of my fitness journey in the community tabs. You know what I'm saying? So you guys actually see the progression, but like the point I'm trying to make here is that I've been recreating myself for a very long time, right? In each season of life, you go through shit happens to you, and then you have to recreate yourself. You need to change things about your identity and act like the man that you want to be. And throughout my life, I've changed and grown through many different phases of life. And recreation is a lifelong journey. It doesn't just, you recreate yourself when you stop. You're constantly reforming and constantly, editing and changing things about your identity. You're constantly replacing these identities, right, throughout your lifetime. You need help recreating yourself and getting in the best shape of your life, starting this change, starting this transformation. Hit the link in the description. I'm running a free challenge right now. It's going to be limited spots. It's completely free. I'm only accepting 15 guys into this new free challenge. What it is basically we're going to work on your mindset, nutrition, and training plan so that you can recreate yourself through your physique, right? If that sounds like you, hit the link in the description. I'll talk a little bit more about it later on in the video. Make sure you stay all the way to the end. But link is there for those of you guys that need it. Make sure you like this video and subscribe while you're at it. But like I was saying, I'm going to get into the steps on how to actually recreate yourself and how to start that momentum. And the first step to starting that momentum is you need to, for the love of God, get in shape. That is if you haven't done that already, that is the basic. That is like the level one, like basic, for the love of God, get in shape, bro. Because once you get in shape, once you make that transformation from skinny to jacked or obese to jacked, wherever state you are, like it's a night and day difference. And because you change your appearance, you're going to feel a lot more confident about yourself, and the world is going to react to you in such a way that you're going to start to feel better about yourself because the world is giving you a positive feedback. Because not only do you look good, you look in the mirror and you're proud of what you look like, and the world is going to tell you that you look good. You are going to feel that positive feedback loop, right? You're going to feel different. You're going to walk with more confidence, more pep in your step. Like that is the first step to recreating yourself. When I first started my fitness journey, I went from skinny to jacked. I noticed that confidence. I noticed the way people treated me. I noticed that I felt like a king when I walked into rooms. Like I garnered attention. The next step to recreating yourself is you need to build systems, right? You need to figure out time management. This is something that I've done quite recently, back in 2024, right? When I made the whole shift from, doing the podcasting, making random different types of content, and I got into more like the fitness side, self-improvement, fitness coaching stuff. I realized I needed systems. I needed to start managing my time, because I used to wake up every day and just like without a purpose, wake up without, I won't say without a purpose, but it was more like I'm just waking up just to wake up, and whatever happens, happens. Like you have ideas and plans of what you want to do for the day, but everything is so jumbled because you don't have a structure. And that's why I started creating Google calendars. I started planning out the day the night before. So then that way, when you wake up, you already have your day ready. And this is so crucial, because even if you don't hit everything 100%, you don't hit like everything you set down for the day, if you can at least get 50% of that, that's more than doing nothing, right? Because a lot of you guys, if you're watching this, you might experience this where it's like you have all these goals and plans, but you never achieve them because you don't have a set calendar in play, right? Like you might as well make a set calendar so that you can at least hit 50% of those goals, right? And like I said, recreating yourself, it's a lot about actions and habits. And when you're able to write down these actions and habits the night before and then execute it, like even execute 50% of it, that's doing half the battle, because recreating yourself and sculpting yourself into the person you want to be and like managing your time management, that's the key foundation of recreating yourself, because you don't change by just like looking yourself in the mirror, shouting these affirmations. Like you actually have to do the work to recreate yourself. And so that's why time management is going to be key to recreating yourself. And that's something that I've implemented in 2024. And I've already seen the progress, right? I've gained 500 subscribers since that time, 500 plus more subscribers since that time. My grades have drastically improved since making a Google Calendar. Like my life 10x'd as soon as I started planning the night before and making the things that I was going to do for the next day, scheduling every hour. Like it's 10x my life. Even if I don't complete everything for that day, even if it's just like the smallest, like 30%, it's still better than nothing. And you will see a huge ROI once you start doing this, right? The next step to recreating yourself is, I've talked about it before in other videos, is that you need to find an enemy. You need to find an enemy for this new identity to exist, right? For example, Batman, he lost his parents in an alleyway. It was tragic. And that's why Batman exists. Batman exists because Bruce Wayne experienced a tragedy, right? Because the moment his parents died, he was no longer Bruce Wayne anymore. He had to become the Caped Crusader. He became Batman at that point, right? Now, I'm not saying you have to lose your parents in an alleyway. I'm not saying you got that, like, it's going to be that drastic, but you need to think about what are some painful things that happen to you or some kind of trauma, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, right? That is going to give this new identity for a reason for being, right? For example, for me, getting in shape and getting on body game, I, I was roasted in high school. I was roasted when I would wear tank tops. They say, oh, you're not jacked enough to wear tank tops, yada, yada. You know, so I told the story before, like I was in a change room. I got roasted for wearing a tank top because I was scrawny. And that drove me to want to get in shape. That gave my new identity a reason for being, right? Because I had that fuel, that anger, it pushed me to go in the gym. It's like, okay, I'm never going to get flamed like that again. I'm never going to get roasted like that again, right? I remember I used to be afraid of walking home sometimes because I was scared of getting jumped, you know, because I was like scrawny. I looked weak and I'm like, hey, like, I don't want to be this weak, awkward person anymore, right? I don't want to be pushed around so easily. So that drove me to want to get in the gym, right? It gave this identity a new reason for being. And as you level up and recreate yourself in life, you realize that, you know, these things don't matter anymore, right? It's just fuel for a season, right? These enemies shouldn't be lifelong enemies. Or hardships. They should be just fuel for a season. You know what I'm saying? And I got this idea from the book Choosing Your Enemies Wisely. You should check out that book. It's a really good book by Patrick Bet-David, where he talks about, you know, choosing enemies to reach new levels. And that's something that has subconsciously, it was something I was already doing, but I just realized that, you know, I was doing it while reading that book, right? But yeah, that's one of the keys that you're going to have to do. You got to find an enemy or in hardship or something tragic for this new identity for being. You need to find that fuel, that motivation for you to actually stick to this recreation process, right? And the next thing I want to talk about is visualization, right? Before you can actually become the man that you want to be, you need to see it. You need to be an architect. You need to envision it, right? Because you can't build something if you don't know what it looks like, right? So you need to get specific. Like what I used to do was I would cause I'm the person I'm a overthinker. I daydream a lot. I'm always in my head. That's just naturally who I am. Right. So I naturally would imagine like what life would be like once I actually got jacked, once I actually got in shape, like the man I'd want to be. Like I would imagine like, what is it going to feel like when I finally get the car, when I finally get in shape, when I finally get into university? I would envision the version of myself that I'd want to be, right? And now, like 5 years later, I have everything that I've envisioned, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a vehicle now. I'm in university right now. I have a job, right? I'm in shape. Like everything that I imagined, it's already here. Like, you need to imagine the version you want to be. You need to envision it. You need to act like the man you want to be until it becomes a reality. You need to visualize it. So I would even practice like closing your eyes and visualizing the version of yourself that you want to be. And the more you do this, the more motivated you'll be to actually achieve this goal because you have a blueprint. You have an ideal to strive for. You guys need to create a North Star that you're striving for. You know what I'm saying? Because once you have that vision, once you have that identity that you want, it's going to be a lot easier to go through it. Because I remember back in the days, back in 2019, 2020, I didn't have a car. I wasn't in school. I was scrawny, right? Like I didn't have many of the things that I have today. But I had that vision of the man that I wanted to be. And that would push me through walking in the snow to the gym. It would push me through applying for jobs when it was raining, snowing, you know, when I was tired. It pushed me to, you know, studying harder so I can get into uni. Like having that vision and goal in mind is what pushed me forward. You need to envision the life that you want and think about it every single day. You need to obsess over it. And that's going to drive you to like keep pushing even when it doesn't seem like things are working for you at the moment. Even when it feels like life is kicking your ass, it's going to push you to keep going if you have that vision, right? That vision, that blueprint is what's going to keep you there, right? And that's what helped me get to the point that I am in now, right? I'm not saying I'm this ultra successful person by any means, right? Like I've created new visions of what I want now, but I'm just saying like, it just goes to show that when you have a vision and you have like an ideal to strive for, you're actually going to go a lot farther if you have that vision. It's going to push you through hardships. It's going to push you through those hard sets. It's going to push you through walking through the snow. It's going to push you through all the rejections that you're going to face, right? And I think having that vision is what played a crucial role in the position that I am now. And I think as long as I keep having these visions, keep having these ideals, having the ideal version of myself to strive for, I'm going to see a lot more new heights and a lot more success the more I keep doing this, right? And that's something that you can implement for yourself as well. I also want to mention that recreating yourself in 90 days, becoming unrecognizable, isn't just magic. It happens in phases, right? And the most important phase, I truly believe, is building momentum, right? Because once you get momentum, everything else becomes easier, right? Because in order to swing that pendulum is going to need some momentum. It's going to need that momentum. Like anything in life, like a swing, it's going to need momentum for it to actually go far, right? And so that's why consistency is going to matter. It's going to matter that you're doing the things that we've just talked about, right? You're visualizing the life you want to have. You're visualizing the version of yourself you want to be. You have a reason for this new identity to exist, right? You're on your fitness journey. You're doing you're working out. You're consistent, right? You're using the visualizations and the enemies to keep driving you forward. You are doing the time management. You're time blocking every hour of the day, focusing on the things that your new identity needs to do. Once you're consistent enough and you're doing that for the next 6 weeks, you can actually create a change and you can actually change your life by just building that momentum, right? Adding that swing to the pendulum, right? That 6 weeks is going to be super crucial. That 6 weeks is going to be the difference between you repeating the same year and you actually becoming a new identity, a new person that you're actually proud of. And that's why I've created the 6-week challenge. The 6-week challenge is about building momentum. It's about building momentum to becoming the character that you want to be, right? And I'm not just teaching this. I'm actually doing this too. And I want to invite you on this journey with me, right? In the link in the description, I have a free challenge, right? And in the challenge, you'll be added to a school group, right? And you'll also be added to the WhatsApp group as well. This 6-week challenge is the phase 1 of the 90-day identity recreation process, right? It isn't just another fitness transformation. It's a whole identity transformation, right? And instead of watching from the outside, you'll literally be there in it with me, right? As I'm working on my own recreation process as well, right? Post injury, getting back into training, lifting, all this type of stuff, your kind of stuff. I'm on a calorie deficit. I'm recreating the way I eat, refining my own systems. And you're going to be in the challenge alongside with me, recreating ourselves, right? Becoming the best version of ourselves, right? You're literally joining me on this journey, right? It's going to be workouts, structure, accountability, and like-minded guys around you, right? There's only going to be 15 spots. It's going to be very limited, right? For only 15 guys. If you're serious, make sure you join now because spots are going to fill up really quick and you don't want to get left out, right? And be the same person you were in 2025. So if you really want help and you need accountability and you need structure, workout plan, and information on how to get there, hit the link in the description, first link in the comment section, the first link in the description so that you can get started in recreating yourself, building a physique that commands attention, never bores beyond. It's a completely free challenge. Make sure you join up quick because it's going to be 15 spots, right? After the 15 spots, it's capped out. No one else can join, right? So it's a limited spot. So make sure you hit the link in the description as quick as you can because spots are going to fill up and you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, right? Don't waste this opportunity. It's literally for free. We will work on all the things that we've covered in this video, right? Mindset, nutrition, training plan, all the things of that nature so that we can be the best version of ourselves in 2026. Like this video and subscribe. And remember, like I'm always saying, there's nothing lighting about playing small. I'm going to catch y'all. See ya.